Most businesses think it's about cute little dances, and it's really about brand awareness. Like just getting yourself out there and making your followers, customers, clients aware of who you are and what you do.
Welcome to Content on the Go from Podpace, where momentum always beats perfection. I'm Darren, American expat, 14 years here in Sydney, and I spent that time helping businesses from Google and Spotify down to local startups grow through organic content and video. And today we're talking about the thing that every business owner knows they need to do, but somehow it keeps ending up on this week's or next week's to-do list. 91% of businesses say it's critical to their strategy, and the number one reason that the rest aren't doing it is because they don't know where to start. So I've got right now, Joel, J, Powell.
Whatever it is.
Richards, we obviously longtime friends. And he's a founder and GM at Visibility Marketing. Joel is on the ground with business owners every single day, branding, marketing, and apparently dad jokes. That's from your LinkedIn. If anyone knows the real excuses businesses give for not doing video, it is definitely Joel. Straight, rapid fire. Question one. Give me your hot take. B2B video in 2025. Is it nice to have or non-negotiable?
Ooh, non-negotiable.
Like it. Number two, what's the number one mistake businesses make when they finally do start making video?
Not using it.
This is true.
A lot of people have it ready, have completed it, and they just don't put it out there for some reason.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Here's a fun one. LinkedIn video versus YouTube. Not Instagram, not TikTok. LinkedIn versus YouTube. Where does a B2B brand go first?
Oh, LinkedIn, I gotta say. That's the goat of B2B. But look, YouTube, B2C and B2B. So I'm going to go with LinkedIn though.
Why?
Because that's like the OG platform for business to business. Like those people are all professionals. They're on there doing work or looking for jobs.
All right. Second, 3B, Instagram or TikTok?
For B2C or B2B?
I know, yeah. B2B.
Look, Instagram overall, it's still like really relevant, and it's probably, I'm going to guess, the most popular out of like Facebook and TikTok. But, TikTok, as far as getting organic views and even ad spend, it's like still very new and it's a good investment. But, a lot of the attention is still on Instagram in, certain age brackets.
All right, we could jam on that forever.
Yeah.
But that's a fun one.
There's a few things there.
Yeah. All right. Time poor CEO or head of marketing or whatever. They've got a tight budget also. No time, no money. Where is their minimal viable video strategy?
Yeah, just to lock something in. If they don't have time or budget, like just lock something in. Once a month, once a quarter, once every 6 months, whatever it is. Just lock something in so you have it to look forward to. You can generate ideas, and you can actually make sure you do that.
Fully agree, 100%. Just get something done.
Yeah.
Like I think, obviously, once a month is a good cadence.
Yeah.
Some people can handle once a week. Not a lot of people can. Once a quarter, if you can batch it, 100% agree on that. All right, finish this. Most businesses think video is about X, but it's actually about Y.
Okay. Most businesses think it's about cute little dances. And it's really about brand awareness, like just getting yourself out there and making your followers, customers, clients aware of who you are and what you do.
Dig deeper into brand awareness, because branding, obviously, everyone thinks branding is, I used to think it was about colors and fonts and logos. But branding is a lot more.
Yeah, it's your colors, your fonts, it's your look, your feel, but it's also about your messaging. And branding is where your marketing plan and strategy should actually take place. We have 3 pillars: branding, presence, and growth. And that branding is most important. You can't really get to the other 2 before you do that. So that brand awareness, or letting people know who you are, where you are, what are your points of difference, like why it's good for someone to exchange money with you, that is very important.
I like that. Another thing I taken from Gary Vee many years ago, he said brand, when everyone was calling themselves a brand, 2016, 2017, it was new. Yeah. He said, think of brand like your reputation. Yeah. What do people know you for? And I was like, that's a really good way. Because obviously everyone knows what brand is now, but I think it's still kind of a murky, unclear word, like buzzword. in business, and especially small businesses, they go like brand, coffee shop or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, what do people know you for? Are you nice? Are you fast? Like,
Yeah.
there's all these like things that you can be that help people. So, yeah.
I think that's a good comment. Further to that, like everyone knows how important brand is and everyone knows what brand is. But more importantly, it's your personal brand, because people buy from people. They might like this company, but they're really going to have that one-to-one interaction with a human. And I think video content really humanizes marketing, and that makes it get so much further in reach.
It's huge. Yeah. The person, I actually love working with people that are just chill. And I've had people kind of work on my house and, clean certain things. And my partner's like, oh, they're not doing, I'm like, they show up all the time. They get it 85% right. And I like them.
Yeah.
Versus the other company that they're just unreliable and, like all these things. And I was like, I'd much rather work with someone that I like, and they're just consistent. Like, and I realized like I need to do that more with my business. And if more businesses did that, the coffee shop, whatever, the plumber, like they would just retain more clients and
100%
customers,
agree.
Like just be a good human.
Humans are the future.
Not AI. All right. One thing businesses keep doing with their content that drives you absolutely crazy. So basically the please stop doing this question.
It's probably talking about their services and their products. Like they just go, it's automatic for humans to go straight to what they're selling, and people don't like to be sold to. You want to talk about the benefits. So when you jump on there and you're literally saying, these are the 3 services I offer, no one's going to click on this. No one's going to engage with it. You need to mix that in with your content for sure, because you definitely want to sell. We're in business to make money. That makes sense. But if you're literally just going to sell to people all day long, your sales will decline.
All right. Last one for the road. What was the moment when you knew this was the work you were meant to do? Because you were just telling me before we hit record, you're like, it was the hardest and best decision you've made to start.
Yeah, for sure. It's the best decision I made, but the hardest for sure. So the point that really got me is when I did good marketing for companies and I saw that it changed their business and it changed their income for their families. Like that was like, I got to do more of this shit. So that was for me. That was my turning point.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Joel. Again, we could go super deep on this all day. Wanted to keep it tight.
For sure.
For the internet, ain't nobody got time for that. And appreciate you, man.
Easy, awesome. Thanks for having me.